Alright, now let me play this for y'all.
Um, so that's, you take that, it's going to go over to the trucking industry, which is one big system is going to be running all these trucks, like a big old brain, just kind of operating, moving all these trucks.
Alright, first of all, who the hell is saying that? Who the hell is saying? Show me where they say they gonna have a huge brain running a bunch of trucks all over the country. Who the hell is saying that? You see how these niggas just make shit up? This is the BGS Hitmore niggas. You see how these niggas just make shit up? Okay, and this nigga got a damn arcade game as his fucking avatar and shit. You know what I mean? These niggas just making shit up. Ain't nobody saying that. First of all, alright, you got different trucking companies, so I'm assuming each company is gonna have their own system where they're gonna be running their trucks off of these brains that supposedly supposed to be communicating with all these trucks. What happens if the brain goes down? Who's gonna repair it? How the truck's gonna get around if it goes round, if it goes down, if it crashes? And there's no humans in the truck to take control of them. You see what I'm saying?
So it's I don't know. To me, I think in the future, Ford and all them guys, they'll probably become one. They'll become one thing. It's at the end of the day, you're just transporting people. It's fun. It's not gonna be no fun, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out why are they having a hard time solving simple issues when the trucking industry seems to be getting it right when it comes down to safety.
Yeah.
Okay, see, they making shit up. They're making shit up. Now, Max is the only one who's actually in the damn trucking industry. Okay, he's the only one who's actually in the fucking trucking industry, and a lot of this stuff Max is saying is actually right. So I'm going to be corroborating a lot of his points, because y'all know I'm a trucker too. Okay? But see, Max is the only one in this conversation that's actually in the goddamn trucking industry. That's the point I'm trying to make. And what you got is you got a bunch of these other niggas, okay, who are up on here talking shit, talking about this, talking about that, okay? And they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're just pulling shit out of their ass. And ain't nobody calling them out on it. Let's continue.
Less of them.
So your military has a budget to do it, right? Which is the government people paying for it. And then your trucking industry has consumers paying for it. And then you have the actual consumers. The consumer itself is not paying for its development just yet. That's why they're working on it. Like all that technology is in these cars now. It's just is not as sophisticated or automated or hooked up like that's why you see now.
It's sold to you as a consumer as a luxury.
Exactly.
That's how they mark it up.
Right. Right.
That's why you see Amazon right now trying to get into the car space, because they know what's coming. Amazon is trying to get their
how they
they have a company called Waymo, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Waymo, yeah. I think that's GM, right? Waymo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like you guys know how they used to find some babies dead in the car because they got left in the car and it was just too hot in the car. Mm-hmm. You guys heard of stuff like that? Well, if you leave a baby in this truck and it gets too hot, the truck will automatically turn itself on and throw on the air conditioner.
All right. Now, he's actually wrong right here. Max is actually wrong right here. The system that he's talking about is called optimized idle. Okay, I used to work at a trucking company that had that on their trucks. But you have to set it. It's basically a system where you set the temperature of the truck, let's say 68 degrees, and the truck will idle until it reaches 68 degrees, then it'll go off. Then when the temperature goes down or it goes up, it'll idle again to bring it back to that 68 degrees, and then it'll go off again. And it actually doesn't really work that great. When I was on a truck, when I used to drive a truck, my last company, where they had that, there were times when it would be fucking cold. You'd be trying to heat the truck up, and the shit will come on, it'll go off, and you just be sitting there in the damn cold. It'll take a long ass time for that shit to come back on. You know what I'm saying? So Max is saying you can leave a baby in the truck and the truck will come on all by itself. That's not true. You have to set it. These trucks don't just automatically know there's a baby in the damn truck and they'll just turn on. That's not true. See how these niggas be doing? They be talking all this shit, man. They talking all this shit. They don't know what the hell they talking about. That shit ain't true. They talking science fiction shit. They talking science fiction shit. That's not how the technology actually work in real life. Let's continue.
No. It'll keep the truck cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
No, it won't, Max. It won't keep no damn truck cool. You have to set that shit. You see how this nigga talking? You leave a baby in the truck, and the truck will come on all by itself. No, it won't. You gotta set that shit. You gotta set that shit. And if you don't set it, then the baby will burn up in the damn truck, just like in a regular car. But he not saying that. And they got this treacherous chick on here. BGS said, well, she works for Ford. She works for... All right, let's keep it going.
So that's I don't understand. How come they haven't figured these things out? And the trucking industry seem to have no problem with it.
It's because trucks, how much does a new truck cost?
Well, this one is retailing about $170.
And how much does the average consumer car cost?
What about 35, 40?
About 25 and $30,000,
okay,
right?
about 25 years. Yeah.
So that tells you right there how come.
All right, now that feature, the optimized idle, that's an optional thing that a trucking company can choose to have on their truck or not. Most trucks don't even come with it on it. A company has to order their trucks and get them made with that system on it in the first place. Okay. It's not really, it's really just an add-on. Okay, so as far as why cars don't have it, a car don't need that shit. The only reason optimized idle is there on a truck is because truckers have to sleep in their trucks in the sleeper berth. That's the only reason it's there. Ain't nobody sleeping and they've got, well, you shouldn't be sleeping in a car. There are motherfuckers out here that are sleeping in a car. Yeah, that's some broke ass niggas out here that are sleeping in a damn car. Okay? But you shouldn't be sleeping in no fucking car like that. Okay? Ain't nobody really, a car is not meant for you to sleep in. It's just for you to, it's just meant for you to transport you throughout the day. Okay, so why are they talking about a system optimized idle that is specifically for OTR trucks where the drivers have to sleep in the truck? And talk about, well, how come cars don't have this? Cars don't need it. BGS with his old slow ass trying to rationalize something he don't even know nothing about, my nigga. Let's go.
You have it and they don't. It's just a matter of money.
The technology is not cheap.
No!
In commercial cars.
That's all it is.
Well, it's getting there. It's getting there. So
It's getting there.
Cars don't need it. It ain't no thing about you have it and they don't. Cars don't need that shit. Cars don't need that shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's what I was telling, like, so this is something like I was telling you guys too before, something like BGS was talking about in terms of like doing business in Africa. Like, so now the fact that AL knows that the military has this, AL should be able to start picking out and predicting what's starting to trend out here in the real world. So okay, now I'm starting to see it in these trucks. But shit, maybe this feature would be good in a car, but I just got to build the technology.
Yeah.
You idiot! A car don't need it. A car does not need that type of technology. And see, this is not a nigga with a goddamn fucking arcade game as his damn avatar. And it's a game ain't nobody even really heard about or even give a fuck about. He could have at least put Street Fighter or something up there. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. These niggas talking about shit. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't know what the hell they talking about. They might as well sit down and shut the fuck up. They not in this industry. They don't know what the hell. This is what I think. I'm Mr. with the arcade game in my avatar. This is what I think of it. I ain't never drove a truck a day in my life. I don't even know how to drive a stick shift. But this is what I think.
The only thing that's stopping the car is just, from it being in the cars is basically two things: 5G and the basically lawsuits. That's the only thing.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. We just talked about a car doesn't need that shit. A car don't need no optimized idle system. And now he talking about 5G. Optimized idle don't got shit to do with no damn 5G. That's a system that you put in a truck and you turn it on and off in the sleeper berth. It ain't got. You don't need the internet to operate no optimized idle. The fuck? Y'all hear these niggas? I told y'all about these niggas. I told y'all about these niggas. They talking all shit all damn day long. They talking shit. They don't know what they talking about. They don't know what the hell they talking about. They need to sit down and shut the fuck up. Sit their ass down. Let's continue.
Otherwise, it'd already be there.
That's true. Yeah, because a lot of people, the first thing a lot of people do, they contact.
You see how BJ talking about they need 5G, otherwise it'll always be. This nigga all trying to act like he know what the hell he talking about. He doesn't have a clue what the hell he talking about right now. Max need to be challenging his ass, but see, Max ain't gonna do that. Max is passive. Max sit there and he let these niggas. This is your industry, Max. This is our industry. You supposed to be the expert. You supposed to stand up and be the expert on here. You can't sit up there and let BGS and all these niggas that ain't even in the industry overtalk you, Max. What the hell, Max? What you doing, Max? He gonna let this chick run her mouth now. There's this teacher's chick. She don't know nothing either. She just an employee that works at a car company, and she just talking about shit she's read in articles too. She don't really know what the hell she talking about. All the information she gonna tell you is shit that she didn't read. Just listen to her ass.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Yeah. And the only reason it's not in trucks is because you guys banded together and actually slowed it down. You didn't stop it, but you slowed it down. All them truckers went to Congress about maybe, I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Basically, and said we're going to shut it down if you don't.
There's a video I sent. Go ahead, Al.
Talking about when they had the...
Hold on. AL. No. They were talking about automation. Speak up, AL. We can barely hear you.
Not only that, BGS, you have to understand this. Like you were saying earlier, Max, we're just about automated trucks. All right, if the average tractor is being sold at about, let's just be nice and just say basics, 170,000. They've done that. I seen that interview on 60 Minutes where Volvo and Mercedes-Benz merged to make the technology, and they showed their tractor running up and down the track and doing that, showing all these features and whatnot. And the owner of the company was like, look, I'm in the truck and I'm sitting and I'm not even driving. They're going to get to that point. But the reason why they haven't is two things. It's two prongs. I said it before. The insurance industry, because that tractor, if you go and...
Now, let me say this. First of all, those trucks that they're talking about, these futuristic trucks, these autonomous trucks, they're going to still need drivers in them. Okay? Just because they're going to have GPS assisted cruise control, because that's all that shit is, just GPS assisted cruise control going down the interstate. That does not mean, okay, that these trucks are just going to be operating all their own. They still need a driver to monitor the instruments, monitor the air pressure, to do the inspection of the damn truck, to drive the truck when the traffic gets heavy on the interstate. Traffic gets heavy all the time on the interstate. Okay? You have pile-ups, you have accidents and shit. Okay? In the middle of the interstate, in the middle of nowhere, you can have bumper-to-bumper traffic for an hour, sometimes 3 hours. Okay? Alright, these trucks are still going to need people in them. That's what they don't understand. And that's what they don't get. But see, like I said, they talking about shit. They don't know what the hell they talking about.
Want to buy that tractor, Maximus? That tractor's gonna run you a minimum of $350,000 minimum. Okay, and then this is what's gonna bust your ball. Even if you say, okay, screw that, I can pay that $350,000. That insurance is gonna kick your ass because you're gonna not only have we have to carry a minimum.
Now he is right about the this AL guy. He is right about the insurance. Okay, it's no insurance company's got to insure a truck with no driver. They're just not going to do it. Okay, they're just not going to do it. This technology is not foolproof enough. It's not to a point where it can be trusted enough to where, okay, we going to insure a truck with no damn driver. You see what I'm saying? They can put all the damn autonomous features they want in these damn trucks. They still gonna need drivers. Okay. Let's continue.
From a $500,000 to $1 million coverage and bondage insurance, it's gonna triple because that tractor is automated in the, like you say, the average layman consumer, the person, the people, the citizen, we're not going to feel comfortable. So if we're not going to feel comfortable, the insurance companies know it, they're going to keep that price exorbitantly high where you can't get that kind of insurance. Only big fleets can. So like they said, once it goes there,
exactly. He's right on the ball. Only big fleets going to be using that shit, and only certain companies. Okay? Really? All right, and guess what? There's not enough even with these big fleets, there's not enough big fleets to transport all the freight around the country. So they still gonna need to use owner operators and lease owner operators and that kind of thing. Okay. Hence the term driver shortage. See, these niggas don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Let's continue.
It's not going to be any more human beings because you're not going to be able to afford to get in the industry.
Yeah, but here's my problem with
a billionaire to try to get in this kind of thing.
Yeah, but here's my problem with that.
See, that's not true. That's not true. You're not going to be able to afford to get. The big companies are going to have a monopoly. None of that shit is true. None of that shit is true. It's not going to happen. Okay, because number one, you got all kind of legal ramifications. Okay, Uber already killing people with their self-driving cars and ain't paying for it. So low down, they ain't even paying for the shit. Okay, the only one who's really going to use these self-driving vehicles is going to be ride share, or who's really going to try to use is going to be ride sharing companies, and only in certain locations. But see, they're not saying that. They want to keep up that automation narrative in this hangout. Now, I'm going to let Max go ahead and speak right now. You know, let's see if he say something that makes any sense.
So then what are you selling me then? If you're telling me that automation is better, if it's safer, then why is my insurance sky high?
Exactly. It's supposed to be better and safer. Never mind the Google and Uber and shit. They done already killed motherfuckers in these damn cars. Nigga. They done already killed motherfuckers. But they talking that shit. Hey, still to BGS, he be pushing this shit and he don't really even have no defense for it. He got to get his kiss asses to come in and play backup for him and that kind of thing. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, if it's better,
we all know the insurance industry is a racket. It's a scam. It's been a scam for years.
Yeah, but how
insurance is going to be a racket because guess what? They know you're making money with that truck, so they're going to charge you and try to take a little bit off the top with the racket. You know, it's like taxes.
Right.
Right, but how are they selling this to me though, Charles? Are they saying, all right, it's automated, so it's safer, it's more efficient. All right, well, if that's the case, then why are you running me up and down the East Coast on the insurance prices?
Because they always have to explain the error, and they got to put a human just in case that machine fucks up.
Yeah, they got to place the blame on somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, what Officer Charles said, he kind of made sense right there. Okay, but see, he's still not going to pertain it to GPS, to BGS. Okay, at this point, they're not even really defending BGS's point. They just kind of going along with the flow of the conversation because Max posed a really good question about insurance. Okay, why is insurance so damn high if automation is supposed to be better? Never mind the fact these trucks still going to have drivers in them, even with autonomous features.
Until you get fully 100% automated lanes.
Yeah, it's going to be a while, I think, before they get fully automated, though.
Not necessarily, because if you think about it from this...
And he's right. Max is right. But I'm telling you, this arcade game, nigga, he's still talking shit. Nigga, you don't work in the goddamn industry. Me and Max do. Nigga, you don't work in the damn industry. Why you talking shit? You got a vintage-ass arcade game as your avatar, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Go sit down somewhere, you fucking nerd! You loser! Shit! Only on BGS's channel this shit go down. See, if this was on Red's the Bad Guys channel, or any other channel where the mother niggas got some sense, they'd have been shot this bitch nigga down. Let him keep hanging himself.
If you get half of the truck drivers lose their jobs, and the only job that was available before it was road construction. It's paying pretty good, and you're going to take the job.
Okay, well...
Okay, let me repeat. Did he just say what I think he said? Hold on. Is he talking shit? Let me hear that again.
Yeah, actually, the proper term for the military is called casualties.
Yeah.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damage.
He said it to me a while ago while he was getting on my case.
All right, hold up.
I seen that interview on 60 Minutes with Volvo and Mercedes-Benz.
The reason why I subscribe to BGS, the first reason why is because he doesn't say shit that he doesn't want you to go research on your own, right? And then the second part is because the plan that he's got, the plan that Officer Charles and some brilliant got, And for black people in our community is the only thing that you got, to be honest with you. That's the only thing.
That ain't no fucking play. See how he kissing ass like crazy? You see, these are the kind of niggas they're preparing a BGS ain't got no fucking plan. BGS is a nigga sitting up, a 60-year-old man sitting up reading articles. He ain't got no plan for y'all niggas. He ain't got no plan. Nigga, you crazy ass motherfucker. Talking about Cerulean and Officer Charles. That's the only plan they got. Nah, nigga, go sit your ass down. You loser. I'm an arcade game avatar. What the fuck?
Thing on the horizon that I can see that's going to help you. So you're going to have to take your skills to a place that's going to need your skill eventually, especially if you're in a certain age group. Let's say if you're a young man or a woman from the ages of 16 to 25 or maybe 30, what they want, and then that robot pretty much executes that order.
Pass it.
Yeah, actually, the proper term for the military is called casualties.
Yeah.
This is what's going to bust your balls. Even if you say, okay, screw that, I have to pay that $350,000, that insurance is going to kick your ass. Because you're going to not only have, we have to carry a minimum of $500,000 to $1 million.
Because they always have to explain the error, and they got to put a human just in case that machine fucks up.
Yeah, they got to place the blame on somebody.
Until you get fully 100% automated lanes.
Yeah. It's going to be a while, I think, before they get fully automated. Though.
Not necessarily, because if you think about it from this perspective, if you get half of the truck drivers lose their jobs, and the only job that was available before it was road construction, it's paying pretty good, you're going to take the job.
You heard that shit? Did y'all just hear this stupid motherfucker? He just said, well, the half of the truck drivers going to lose their job, and the only job available is going to be road construction. I don't know no truck drivers who do road construction. Nigga, are you serious? See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. These are these niggas that sit in a college classroom their whole fucking life. They sit, reading articles their whole goddamn life. Okay? Talking shit. Nigga, what the hell? Road construction? I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna be doing no damn road construction. You hear this dumb... Hold on.
Okay, but what I mean is, it's going to take a long time before everybody's fully on board, because they can't just put a bunch of fully automatic trucks on the road right now. Because if one of them makes one mistake and kills somebody, it's going to be held back.
It's called, the military has a word phrase for that. It's called acceptable losses.
Yeah, acceptable losses. It's called.
You see that? They don't know what they're talking about. They trying to be all curt and is this guy even in the military? Well, say, well, that's going to be acceptable losses. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? I'm going to tell you one thing. When these trucks start killing people, if they can't find liability, the public is they're going to have to take them off the road. Okay? When you're talking about civilians, those are going to be big lawsuits. We're not talking about the military here. We're talking about big lawsuits when big lawsuits now when these trucks kill people with drivers in them now. And you talking about autonomous vehicles? Yeah, someone's gonna be liable for that shit. And it ain't gonna be no acceptable loss. It's gonna be a big ass lawsuit. A small company get a big ass lawsuit, I could put them out of business. I could put them out of business if the lawsuit is big enough. Alright? Let's continue.
It's called a Self-Drive Act. Okay.
New laws coming.
Self-Drive Act. They're waiting for the Senate to actually pass it.
Yeah, actually,
Exactly. The Senate's not gonna pass that shit. They ain't gonna pass that shit. Why? Because they don't want to be the senator that puts 10 million men out of work. Okay? In this industry, they don't want to do that. They don't have a replacement for all those jobs. Okay? They don't have a replacement for that. That's why they're not gonna do it. Okay?
time for the military is called casualties.
Okay, see, they talking about military shit. We ain't talking about the military right now. We talking about what really goes on in the real world when it comes to these types of incidents. They want to bring, see, they want to bring military logic, okay, to a conversation, to a business conversation that has nothing to do with the damn military. You're not in the military anymore, Officer Charles. Y'all motherfuckers ain't in the military. Still trying to use military logic. And it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Let's continue. Well, you know, I got through what I wanted to get through for now. You know. We can skip ahead. Hold on. Let's see if they said anything interesting.
The metaphysics stuff he talks about is good, but I don't know if that is for black people. I think black people do better. I think black people would do better with the stuff coming from Claude Anderson.
No, metaphysics is metaphysics is actually esoteric philosophy, but also esoteric science. Okay,
all right,
believe it or not, there's.
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm gonna leave it at that. But let me know what y'all think. Leave comments, subscribe, get the likes up, peace.